built.
Well, Tennessee's open records law dealing with adoptions is creating a huge backlog.
And there is no end in sight. Incredibly, those records, some 60 years old, are still being kept in cardboard boxes. And for some people, those boxes contain a long-lost part of their life. In a story you're seeing only on Fox, we take an in-depth look in tonight's Fox Focus. In 1955, Rita Holland was 18 years old and pregnant. She was sent to live with relatives in East Tennessee. And after she gave birth, her son was adopted by a family in Columbia. 44 years later, Buddy Oakes opened up his adoption records and was reunited with the mother he never knew.
I had taken some pictures of me growing up, and she had some pictures, and we went through them and just kind of relived 44 years all in one evening.
Buddy Oakes found his biological mother after the state legislature passed the adoption records law in 1996. All of the adoption records in Tennessee are kept here in this warehouse in Nashville. More than 2,000 boxes going back in some cases to the 1930s. But for people wanting more information about their biological parents, they have to wait a long time, in some cases up to a year and a half. That's because Tennessee's adoption law was tied up in a lawsuit for 3 years, creating a backlog of thousands of people wanting their adoption records.
It could be a very small record, very thin record. It could be a very large record. But our staff go through that word for word, page for page.
Those records may not be complete, and the biological parent may not want any contact. But for Buddy Oakes and his family, it was worth the wait.
And one of the first things that she asked me after we'd talked for a while, if I would forgive her, and I assured her there was nothing to forgive.
Well, critics say the law discourages adoption as an alternative, but under the law, biological parents can be informed before the records are opened, and they can request not to be contacted.